here today because we support Ibrahim Traoré.
Yeah!
And the reason why we're out here is because the US, the French, they are part of NATO. NATO takes my tax dollars that I work hard for to try to take this man down with my tax dollars. Meanwhile, we have potholes in Chicago, the train derailments all over the nation. It's terrible. So, like I said, Ibrahim Traoré is my hero personally.
Yeah.
You look up to this man. This man has helped his own people in a span of like 5 years or less. That's incredible. So, Ibrahim Traoré, we look up to you.
Yeah.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Traoré.
And we need a government of action that fights for working families in America.
Yeah.
That time is coming.
Yeah.
Well, we should be so lucky to have a dictator like this.
Yeah.
This man is building public housing. He's feeding his people. Creating a quality public health care system. Quality education. Supporting farmers.
Right.
Raising wages. What's happening here in the United States? What's happening here? They're destroying public housing. Our medical care system is horrible. The most expensive in the world, and you know what? #1 cause of death is going to the hospital in the United States, medical malpractice. Our educational system costs 30 years of your life to pay back loans for an education which is substandard. Our bridges are falling apart. It is outrageous. And the farmers, who's supporting farmers? They're putting data centers in the middle of the Midwest. You know why? Because they're going to starve you. Are they going to pay higher prices for food? Or are you going to starve? They're poisoning our water. Think about this. Who's supporting workers?
Nobody.
For 20 years, the minimum wage hasn't changed.
Right.
This man is a dictator. No, this man is a hero.
That's right.
If there is no family, there is no country. And to support a family, it is you women. If there are no women, there is no family. Here is a 3.60 square meters site, operated by 35 people. This is the main crop on this plot, and then I have green beans and eggplants.
Each year, they can produce about 60 tons of beans, about 10 tons of green beans and 15 tons of eggplants.
These are the harvests. Yes, it is the harvest phase. I think the theme fits with our visit here and women's agricultural entrepreneurship in a context of humanitarian crisis. March 8th is the celebration, as they say, of International Women's Day. We think that it should be celebrated more in the sense of women's emancipation. And who says women's emancipation? It is therefore about enabling women to be autonomous, and agricultural entrepreneurs are one of the people we strongly encourage today, as well as the transformation. Who better than women to be able to do this entrepreneurship and help transform everything we produce locally? And I think that through their emancipation, families will be better off and the country will be better off. So the message to all women is to encourage them to continue fighting. They are fighters, as witnessed by those who work here, who spend all night looking after their fields. It is not easy with all the water problems that we have been able to monitor, and this applies to all women in Burkina Faso. We are going around everywhere, we are monitoring them, and we will do everything we can to enable them to achieve their goal, to emancipate themselves and to be able to fully enjoy their activities. So, happy Women's Day to all women, and may the fight they are waging for their emancipation succeed, and may we be able to support them so that they achieve their goal. Okay, for us, every day is Women's Day. It's not just March 8th. Every day is Women's Day, and that's what emancipation is all about. Working to be able to feed and also help the family.
France out of Africa!
France out of Africa.
France out of Africa!
France out of Africa.
France out of Africa!
France out of Africa.
When France was occupying the Sahel, and before Traoré, the president had actually united Sahel countries and defeated terrorists and was gaining confidence with the people. And guess what France did? They said you can't do that.
Ooh.
You can't do that. You guys know what we say, you gotta pull back. You don't let the terrorists run your country.
No.
Traoré said no more. Gianni said no more. The president of Mali, the president of Niger, the president of Burkina Faso, they said no more France. No more neo-colonialism. They're building their own armies. The people donate of their own resources to support the military. And they have volunteer armies. And they have volunteer agricultural armies as well. They go around and plow the farms for the poor farmers. And this is all under war. They have built the largest hospital in the country to try to help. The Tri-Tech Hospital. They have field hospitals for the military. They have built 10 mobile clinics so that people in rural areas can get health care and free vaccinations and free healthcare for children and pregnant mothers.
Since last July, the Burkinabe government has deployed 15 mobile clinics to specific public health facilities. Some of the mobile clinics have also been deployed to support the armed forces, who in turn provide flexible and rapid response medical care to populations in underserved areas. Adama Bagre's wife is one of the beneficiaries. His wife has been living with ovarian fibroids for years, and the lack of medical facilities in her locality meant she'd been unable to undergo surgery. Bagre says the arrival of the clinic now means specialized care for her.
When my wife's illness began, I looked everywhere for treatment, but without success. I really suffered before coming here. It's truly a miracle that I am here at the Armed Forces Mobile Field Hospital. In less than an hour, the operation was already over.
The clinics are equipped with specialized equipment to enable healthcare workers carry out early screening for various types of cancers, but mainly breast and cervical cancer. In Burkina Faso, cancer screening packages range from between $3 to $37, an amount that is considered unaffordable for an average person or household. But the mobile clinics offer such screenings free of charge, largely subsidized by the government.
I couldn't believe that surgery could be performed in a vehicle. It was only when the patient and doctors came out of the operating theater that I realized it was real.
One medical practitioner who has been providing emergency surgical and medical care with the Army's mobile field clinic at the Tenkodogo Regional Hospital in East Central Burkina Faso says the free medical screenings are drawing large crowds.
This is a huge relief for patients who have been waiting for months. It also provides significant support to medical teams working day and night to treat patients. Since the arrival of the Army's mobile field hospital, the number of patients we treat has increased dramatically, which has forced us to move from 3 operating rooms to 4 in a day. The speed of examinations and treatment, including X-rays, CT scans and other tests, ensures effective patient care.
The mobile clinics were handed over by Burkina Faso's military leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, as part of his presidential health initiative to strengthen health infrastructure and reduce inequalities in access to medical services. Since their deployment, the mobile clinics have made 468 visits across several locations in Burkina Faso and attended to nearly 2 million women, raising awareness about early cancer diagnosis. Caroline B., CGTN.
This man, they call him a cult of personality. You know why? Because he's leading the people. Yeah. That's what the ruling class fears. They fear Traoré. They hate Traoré. They hate the alliance of Sahel states because they are standing up to the bankers. They're standing up to Wall Street. They're standing up to Zionism. And they are building their cities. Tell me about Captain Ibrahim Traoré.
He's my hero. He makes his country beautiful, and he makes his people, belong to his country. He make a huge change, and then he built his own infrastructure, and he is heading in a right and beautiful path. So I love him so much.
Under the morning sun, hammer and paving stone in hand, these women from several associations and organizations rally around their ideal of building peace through civic action election. Their presence on Boulevard Thomas Sankara alongside the Minister for the Family is not insignificant. Through this gesture, both symbolic and concrete, she reminds us that a peace is not limited to words, but is also built through the commitment of communities.
So this morning, their participation in foam marble activities demonstrates once again the place of women in our society. Women who are peace builders, women who are development builders alongside men, alongside women who actively participate in the life of society, in the life of the nation, instead of being spectators for all the beneficiaries. On the ground, the commitment is palpable. Picking up, moving, and laying paving stones define this day of civic participation. An initiative that demonstrates the desire of Burkinabe people to actively get involved in community actions on the occasion of this celebration of International Women's Day 2026. As in a context of progressive popular revolution, it is for this reason that we women have decided to join this dynamic to make our contribution to building the nation and change things.
Women's liberation. Women's liberation. Thomas Sankara emphasized, prioritized women in the government, women having careers, women in farming, women in the military. In Burkina Faso, on International Women's Day in 2025, Ibrahim Traoré visited the Women's Cooperative, the Women's Market in Burkina Faso, in Zongo. And he saw the troubles that they were having, and that they needed fences, and they needed boreholes.
That's a good idea,
And he
yeah.
made a promise that he would provide that for them. And within months, they had boreholes, they had fences, and they could have seeds, and they could grow abundantly vegetables. He kept his promise. And the next year, yes, he kept his promise. That's what a leader does. They keep their promises.
Mm-hmm.
The next year, they came to the presidential palace with their vegetables in their baskets, and they thanked him for his support. And they thanked him that they could have a steady income, that they could have a successful market garden. And he said that women's liberation is not just running around, being free, doing whatever you want. It's having economic stability to provide for your family. That is women's liberation. That's what women's liberation is.
Yeah. Very good.
What is the name of the country that this great man, Ibrahim Traoré, leads? What is the name of the country? It's Burkina Faso, the land of upright men. And for years and years and years, that country was not living up to its name. But Ibrahim Traoré, a great leader, he took power and he kicked the French imperialists out. We're outside the French embassy right now to say that that was a great thing. That the French military was collaborating with AFRICOM and other nefarious institutions to keep the people of Africa poor. And Ibrahim Traoré, the youngest leader on the planet, stood up and said, no more! No more! We talk about a role model for young people in this country. They point to people like, they point to pop stars and athletes. You should be looking up to people like Ibrahim Traoré, the youngest president in the world, who has kicked out the U.S. imperialists, who has kicked out the French imperialists, who has made Burkina Faso a country for African people, and has expanded that movement across the entire African continent, living up to the legacy of leaders like Muammar Gaddafi, who wanted an alternative African bank so that Africans would not be indebted to the IMF and other institutions that are intentionally set up to keep them poor. He is a great leader. What kind of future is that?
little kids, they learn to build roads, and they learn to do carpentry and art and music, and they learn to love their neighbor, learn to love their country. And the high school students, they have mandatory patriotic immersion, and they love it. They are celebrating because they're learning to defend their country. Here they tell us, no guns, guns kill, guns are bad. Why? Because they're afraid that the people will rise up and defend their country. Yes. The ruling class doesn't want you to have the Second Amendment. Yes. But they're arming their citizens to take back the land.
Yeah.
Those globalists.
That's right.
The Faso Memo Initiative. People donate cement, supplies, their time, their skills to build roads. And they're building an 8-lane express highway with no outside help. And they're building it 24/7. In 3 months, they got all the groundwork done. And you know why we're not rebuilding bridges? Not because we're a poor country, because this is a poor country. And if they can build, we can build.
Yeah.
But because it doesn't make money for the Wall Street bankers and for the bankers of the City of London.
That's right.
This is our country. And we need to do what the Africans are doing in Burkina Faso to take back our government.
Yeah.
Take back our tax money.
Yeah.
And to go to us. Yeah. 7 trillion went to the banks. Imagine what we could have done with 7 trillion.
Yeah.
Again, build the workers' movement.
Yeah.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Traoré.
Hands off Africa.
Hands off Africa.
France out of Africa.
France out of Africa. Woo. Great.